What's going on, guys? It's J71 here. It's pretty late, but I just bought this new game, so I figured I'd create a series about it, cause why not? So this game is called Firewatch. A lot of you have PlayStation, probably know about it. I mean, it's not a super popular game, but it's, I don't know, a lot of people seem to know about it. So we're not going to play too long because it's pretty late, but we are going to do a few parts of the game here and going to upload what I make here. So let's see what this game's all about. Starts off with some kind of cutscene, it looks like. Or, you know, it's sounds like there's a cutscene in the background. Boulder, Colorado, 1975. Yeah, so I was just looking around in the Play Store and found this game. And looked at the trailer, and the trailer kind of looked interesting. So I figured you see Julia. Do I? She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with well-dressed professor and grade students. You're nearby, see you, Boulder. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. You approach her. You are drunk. So what's your, major? You're pretty. So straightforward or start a conversation? Let's start a conversation. This is already kind of an interesting game. I like games like this. You slur the word major, and it smells like Coors. You give an awkward smile. Eventually, evolutionary biology, she says. I'm a professor. Cool, you reply. What's yours, she asks. She sniffs the air. Toxicology. Was that a burn, you ask? She says, definitely. Worried she hurt your feelings, she asks you if you want to split a cheeseburger. 1 week later, you are Julia's boyfriend. Ooh, okay, that was pretty fast. It's pretty sweet. We have a girlfriend. I never thought that day would come. Oh, we're in an elevator. Nice backpack. Nice. Let's just take this backpack that we found in the... Oh. So I'm already liking this game. A lot of cool, I like how we got to kind of choose our story in the beginning, and it's kind of interesting. Well, not really choose, but, you know, there was a few choices there to be made. I like games like that. Well, you know, the look of the game's pretty nice. I mean, it's not like 4K or anything, but the look of the game's pretty nice. You date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. You move in, you share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beer just about anywhere. Life is good. Julia wants to get a dog. There's a scruffy, undersized beagle. Julia is in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German Shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's badass. You pick up Beagle and she names it Bucket. You adopt the Shepherd and name it Mayhem. So, German Shepherd or Beagle? Well, Julia loves the Beagle, and so obviously you gotta get the Beagle, you know? And she loves the Beagle, so let's go with the Beagle. Bucket's a good dog, and a week later you've totally forgotten about the other one. Julia loves him. That's good. 1979. You talk out on the deck. It's summer, 9:30 p.m., and the heat still radiates off the high deserts. So there's a lot of reading. It's a lot of like cool storyline. So this is kind of interesting. It starts really cool. I'm actually kind of into this game so far. What do you think about kids? She asks. Ooh, the big question. Kids? They're not very smart or good at much. Saying if you and I have a couple little idiots. That'd be one day. Why rush? I don't know. How long have we been dating again? Wait, are we even married? I can't remember. Well, we bought a dog and she's asking, so I don't know. That would be pretty good. But, I feel like this answer makes her feel weird, but why am I thinking about this too much? I don't know. Let's just play this. In that case, we should probably get married. See, that led to a good. That led to a good. Yeah, I would like that, you say. But also, I guess it's his job to kind of propose. It's kind of a weird forward. These kids are going to be screwed up enough. It's probably for the best that their parents are hitched. You say she's absolutely right. Interesting. So, what do oh, I got my backpack on, I guess. So it looks like we're going for a walk. Thoroughfare trailhead. Do not forget to check in. You're in their country. Learn to live with bears. Trail is not recommended for experienced hikers. For a primitive backcountry trail. Interesting. Not recommended for experienced hikers. I guess it's a pretty easy trail, I suppose. 1980. Years going up. It's Thursday night and Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call. You're worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. You get mad. You ignore her. Well, I don't want to get mad, but I also don't want to ignore her. I don't want to get mad, but I don't want to ignore her. But I feel like it should be. Could have been having a fun time. I don't know. You call her an inconsiderate ass. Oh, that's not what I really wanted. She tells you to fuck yourself and to not be such a baby. You call her selfish. She knows you mean it, and it hurts her feelings. Oh, that's too bad. 1981, a year later, Julie still likes to draw. She draws plans from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. So it seems like what the game is doing here right now is it's creating a cool storyline based off a relationship. I don't really know how this game goes, but I think it's based off some kind of watchtower thing. Like, it's kind of like a mystery, this game. This game seems like, based on the trailer, like a mystery. We're trying to kind of solve something because, I mean, we'll get into it if you come back and keep watching, but this is kind of interesting, like, just the way it's setting up the story. Places you go, she draws you. You pose and flex like He-Man. You frolic like Victoria's Secret model. Well, you know, who doesn't like to show off their muscles? You look awesome. It's kind of interesting. Some nice scenery, some nice trees, sun. It's clearly like it's either early in the morning or I don't know what side the sun sets in. Oh, wait, the sunset. Never mind. I'm just sounding like an idiot. The sun's going down. A year later, during the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking Bucket at night. There's a festival in town. It brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. Oh, Jesus Christ. Bucket gets kicked? What? Poor Bucket. But fuck the dog. Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she is stressed. You confront the attacker. You beat his goddamn face and you scare. Beat his goddamn face and you kick my dog. Your arm gets cut up, but you beat the guy to a pulp. You don't feel very tough. You cry your eyes out before the cops show up. Julia asks to take a different path from the day forward. You say, okay. You don't want to go that way either. From then on, you walk by the river. A few years later, plans to have kids get waylaid by work. What? Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. Holy. It's a great job. Associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not want to move. Wow, this is very interesting. These are really cool choices, and I feel like our relationship is growing apart. But that's a job at Yale. Agree if she commutes back and forth. 2,000 miles away. I don't want to convince her not to take the job. But that's a lot. That's a far away. Especially if you're going to be having kids and stuff. I don't think that would work. Why don't I just move to Connecticut? Because I guess I don't want to move. That's a really hard decision, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you would have chose. I'm going to choose convince her not to take the job. I just don't feel like it would fit in with the way life's going. You tell her that this means you two won't have a family. She says that's bullshit. She's totally right. She asks if her taking the job means you won't come with her. You say yes. Again, bullshit. But she decides not to take it. Oh. Julie is asked to leave Boulder on paid leave after having an episode. 1985. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that were important to her research. She didn't remember she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior. Oh no. She was found crying on the stairwell. You say that maybe you guys should talk to someone about it. You make macaroni and drink wine. Try to forget about it. Well, you should see if you could go talk to someone about it. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they are worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. She is 41. You both decide to keep it a secret for now. Oh, that's too bad. So if you guys don't want to listen to all that reading stuff or anything like that, you guys can just skip it. I don't mind, but it's just part of the story, so. What the fuck? What? That was not, never mind, we'll just move on. Book is getting older. Julia comments that it's kind of nice because he gets in less trouble around the house. A week later, she goes back to the university. Well, what year is that? 1987. Julia's affliction's getting worse. That's a few years later, so her dementia's probably getting worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over, but no particular reason, and has to be brought home by the police. She is devastated. She's sent home on permanent medical leave. Some days you get the Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn children little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed to make love. After 5 minutes, she goes into a panic, believing her dad is at the door. You tell her family they are crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home in Australia to visit her. For a while, your friends come by with little things to brighten the day. She gets worse. Oh, that's sad, eh? 1988. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Danielle, the nurse. Daniel? Whatever. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple months. You decide to move her into a full-time care facility. You determine to take care of her yourself. Oh, man. Well, the doctor's recommending 24-hour care facility. I think that would be best for her as well. Man, I feel like I'm making some wrong decisions here. Look at all the green. It's really nice. It's really nice green. Oh, look at that. What year is this? Her family agrees with your decision. You find a fantastic place in Boulder, and have her and move her there. Jeez, you see her every day, then every other day. Oh shoot. You go to the bar with your old friends. It's not the same. You get the feeling that every wife tells her husband, "If you ever put me in a home like Henry did, I will cut your balls off." Oh, that's too bad. You suddenly decided to not see your old friends that much. Julia, 1989. Julia's sister Susan moves to Boulder to be closer to her. She visits her every day. You go with her some of the time. Susan buys you an old typewriter and urges you to use it if you want. If you won't see a therapist, you won't. You've always really liked Susan. Months ago, Bucket dies. Oh, sweet Jesus. Months go by, Bucket dies. Julie doesn't remember him when you tell her. Sometimes it takes her a minute to lock in on you. In the back of your mind, you believe it's because you see her less and less, and seeing her less and less makes her forget you more. You think summer is coming, and you see an ad in the paper for a job. Man, that sucks, eh? Her whole life was turned around. Dog's dead, wife's in care facility, moved to Boulder. So personally, I find this really interesting. I like the background story. I like the choices that I've made that change, different things that happen. They're a really good couple, and then their life just got switched around really early. It doesn't seem very good for this guy, but like I said, if you guys don't want to watch any of that stuff, feel free to skip it. But I won't be cutting it out. So we're gonna enter the tower here. This is the lookout tower. Huh. A lookout tower with no visibility. National Forest Guidebook. So we're gonna take a quick look around here. Water jug, cookbook. Maybe this is just where I live. What the? Oh, it said pine. What's that? It said I could push something. Oh, pine cone. Pick up pine cone. Examine pine cone. Wow, that is a nice pine cone. That is a really nice pine cone. Huh. Very interesting pine cone. I wish I had a pine cone like this. Well, let's drop the pine cone because I don't care. Well, oh yeah, let's turn the desk lamp on. Wait, does it work? It doesn't work? Oh, well that's a pretty shitty desk lamp. Oh, check this out. Nice. There's another pine cone. What else do we got here? Singular mind? Singular mind. Yeah, sorry I'm not talking much, guys. I'm still kind of, let's put that down. I'm still kind of, learning how to keep up with all the talking and stuff at the same time, and it's just, but I feel like we've got everything we need from here. Now let's take a quick look around because I'm pretty sure there's another watchtower. Yep, look. So, up there. Hello! There's another watchtower. I don't really know what to do with this walkie-talkie yet. It's like, I hear him pushing a button, but let's, go somewhere, I guess? Let's try going somewhere. Let's try leaving this place. But you see, there's another watchtower over there. Thoroughfare lookout. See, that's another lookout. So there's actually a very interesting scene in the trailer that I think I'll mention. Is so the girl over there is talking to me. The girl at the lookout over there is talking to me, and I'm kind of like, "Yo, what's going on, man?" Right? So we're talking, and I'm like, "Yo, what's going on?" I'm doing some kind of mission, right? I don't know what I was doing in the trailer. It was just a trailer. Anyway, I'm gonna get on with it. I was whacking some No, I was looking at a wire, a radio wire. I think it was, um, and it was cut. The wire was cut, and she was like, "Oh, wait, aren't you in your lookout tower?" And I was like, "No." And she's like, "Well, then who is?" And basically, it shows my head turning back on my lookout tower. The lights are on. There's someone in my lookout tower. Da, da, da. Not as intense when I retell it, but point is, it's pretty exciting. I don't know what to do with this radio. Wait, maybe I have to turn my light on. I mean, I know it wasn't working earlier, but let's retry it. I feel like it's important. Why does it always slow down right when I get up here? I feel like... Oh wait, there's a button. How did I not see that button? There we go. See, now she's gonna... There you go. Hello! Hello! To talk to Delilah. Release. Oh.
Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said on the phone.
Interesting. This is pretty
So,
cool.
what's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
Take this job to get away from something. So, what's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
That's a great idea. Go ahead.
Look, I just hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You take a stab at what's wrong with me.
Fine, then can I sleep forever?
Sure, buddy. Okay, now go ahead.
You've killed 3 ex-husbands. You're rebelling against mom. Nobody back home can stand you.
Okay, you're probably out here because nobody back home can stand you. Which, after this brief introduction, is not a big shock.
Ouch. I'll chalk that up to you being tired and grumpy.
Well, I'd better get some sleep then.
One sec. Now it's my turn.
Okay, good night, bye.
Let's see. I don't know anything about you. I say you got fired from your job and have finally decided to write your novel. That's the sort of bullshit reason you'll find a man out in the woods.
Good night.
Welcome to the job.
Firewatch. That's where the fun begins. I'm actually really liking this game so far. This is kind of like casual play. Not really talking too much. It's kind of like just a playthrough. It's just a playthrough of the game. It'd be great if you could leave a like and comment, because I actually enjoy reading comments every once in a while. So